More help for your picky eater. Does it sometimes feel like you're a short-order cook and on demand to cook whatever's requested? Are you constantly defending your choice of foods for the family meal? Does the risk of health problems in your kids worry you because of all the snacks they eat? If so, then you likely know that you share this struggle with millions of parents, and yet the situation's almost always easily resolved with clear guidance and a firm commitment to build healthy patterns of eating. As a licensed psychologist, I've witnessed the most stubborn of picky eaters surrender their habits in just a matter of days. However, because you're changing a pattern of behavior, the change is not always easy. In fact, many times you'll have to overcome your own personal struggles with false ideas, such as, I can't let them go to bed hungry. Well, yes you can, if you realize that they're choosing to go to bed hungry after you've offered them wonderful, yummy food. They have to learn their choices. If you decide that you'll feed them junk food in response to their refusal to eat healthy food, you set up a pattern where their resistance is actually fed and rewarded by you giving in and letting them eat junk food. This is a recipe for disaster. Anyway, here's my quick start version of what you must do to start getting a handle on your picky eater. The full version can be found at helpyourpickyeater.com. Quick start guide for helping your picky eater. 1. Adjust your mindset. To expand the foods your child eats, it's essential to let go of the idea that you can or should force or demand your kids to eat healthy food. Please notice my choice of words carefully, as we must drop the idea of demanding our children to eat. This is not to say that you relinquish the goal of healthy eating. We do not. It simply acknowledges that forcing or demanding your children to eat healthier will not work. 2. Start out by assertively cleaning out your pantry. Get rid of all the junk food, sodas, potato chips, ice cream, candy bars, etc. Simply do not have these foods in your house as an option, and instead substitute healthy alternatives, such as an abundance of fruits and vegetables. Many folks want to make these changes slow and easy. My suggestion is to take the opposite approach. If it's junk food, it's junk, so throw it away. You really don't need to read another article or take another week to talk about it. For some, you can be methodical and consistent, and you can take out a food a week, but for most, that's just not reality. One food gets deleted from the pantry, and within a month, another 1 or 2 substitutes find their way back home. 3. Announce, I'm no longer the short-order cook. Now, you must walk your talk. Prepare healthy meals with a variety of foods. After you prepare a meal, let the kids know that this is the meal for the evening. There will be no additions or changes, depending on the preferences of anyone in the family. Yes, I know that sounds radical for many of you who believe your children won't eat the good stuff you prepare for everyone, but it's just not true. It is true that they will continue to demand that you be their personal on-demand chef as long as you're willing to do it. 4. If children complain or resist eating the healthy food, use this very simple formula for communicating with them. You have a choice. Eat what's here, and you will feel good. Or don't eat, complain, pick at your food, and you will feel hungry. You choose. Now just leave them to decide. In part, this requires that mom and dad learn to trust that the natural learning processes of nature will begin to take hold in the days ahead. When your children learn that there will be no fights over food, and that no other options are available after the meal, the hunger that they experience eventually becomes a powerful teacher and instructor. They will learn to eat what is offered, most of the time. Simply don't sweat the other times, as they will grow fewer and farther apart. As a parenting coach and psychologist, I remind you that the guidelines outlined in this article will jumpstart you on the path to reduce symptoms of picky eating. However, if your son or daughter is exhibiting more serious symptoms consistent with a possible eating disorder, it is imperative that you obtain a professional evaluation and possible intervention.